Hi, I'm Chris. You're watching Provost Park Pass, and today I'm going to kind of show you some food options at Disneyland. Now, I'm not a food vlogger, it's not my forte, it's not what I'm good at, but I just kind of want to show you some quick little options because like sometimes you get hungry, you want a quick little bite to grab. So I'll give you some ideas of where to go to grab some good food and to not make it too inexpensive. Let's do this. Let's start with going to Disney California Adventure. Disney California Adventure has lots of good food options. We can come in here. Let's get into the park and I'll show them to you. All right, so food options for Disney, there's lots of different variables and levels of it. I'm not gonna be going to like the nicest of nice restaurants. I'm just gonna show you like, hey, if you wanna grab like maybe a little sit down, like lunch or maybe a little dinner and grab something kind of quick, I'll show you those are the options I'm gonna show you. This is Disney California Adventure. I love this place, I really do. We're gonna walk down here and we're gonna first show you what's called, it used to be called Smoke Jumpers Grill. Well, it used to be called Test Pilots Cafe, then they changed it to Smoke Jumpers Grill. We're walking right here to Grizzly Peak. It's gonna be on the right-hand side. The nice thing about this restaurant is there's lots of seating. See, there's lots of seating there, and it's also on the other side, and it's not too expensive. Kind of the cons are it's just very super generic food, like hamburgers and things like that. But they're good, but it's not like super fancy, different, just very generic food, chicken tenders and such. Burgers and more. Here's the menu, you can take a look at. It's got your Chipotle barbecue cheese, double cheeseburger. You have it Impossible. This is a really good restaurant for vegetarians. I'll say that. Amanda approves this restaurant. It almost is too good. I'll explain that in a moment. One of the best things here though is the crinkle cut fries. They also have little kid menu items as well. After you pick up your order, they have a nice little ketchup ranch, which is cool barbecue. It's awesome. So I ordered a hamburger with the crinkle cut fries. These are fantastic. I like to dip them in ranch, that, and a Coca-Cola. They also have adult beverages here. They have cold beer and frozen Coca-Cola with rum in it. Let's eat this. Excellent food. I really like that place a lot. It's really good for families. Usually the line's not too long. It does get really long right when lunch starts and for breakfast. Other than that, it's never too long a line. And the staff is usually friendly. They're like really friendly to us. I like the staff there a lot. Now I gotta tell you about Amanda's, my wife who's vegetarian. She loves going there for salads because they'll make them without any meat, of course. But they also have an Impossible Burger, and she ordered the Impossible Burger, and it confused her because she thought it was real meat at first. And I even went back and I'm like, is this a possible? Yep, it's a Impossible Burger. It kind of grossed my wife out a little bit because it was so meat-like, even though it wasn't. So that's a recommendation. Let's go get some other family-friendly restaurants. Right there you have the Carthay Circle restaurant. That restaurant is amazing and wonderful and one of the best, but that's more like, it's not something you want to do like just little kids really. I mean, I guess you could, but that's gonna be more expensive. It's a sit-down restaurant. You're gonna take your time when you go to that restaurant there. Let's go this way. Let's go into Avengers Campus and take a look at the next restaurant. Oh my gosh, there's Spider-Man right there, just walking through the crowd. What a good guy. And so this might be a little controversial, but I don't know. So this is the Pimp Test Kitchen right behind me here in Avengers Campus. Of all the restaurants here in Avengers Disney California Adventure, it's probably my least favorite. They've got like the Quanta pretzel, it's kind of cute. This chicken sandwich, the pasta meatball sandwich. They've got this, you know, like the not so little chicken sandwich. These are the different things they have here to eat. Every time they've had something, I'm like, oh, that's amazing. It was a seasonal offering. The stuff they have there all the time, for me, it just isn't that great. I don't know why. And there's a seating seems to be very limited. There's not a lot of seating there. So that's just my least favorite of all the restaurants here at Disney California Adventure. They do have some fun breakfast offerings, but still, just giving you a heads up. Now let's go into Cars Land. Oh, I will say this about Pimps Test Kitchen though, that's probably the friendliest staff. Like they're always like talking and joking and having a really good time. I mean, that for that is awesome. But the food for me is just not as great. We're walking into Cars Land, which is gonna take us to our next family-friendly restaurant, Flos V8. Now, don't forget families, as you're coming into Disneyland, you can bring your own food in. You can bring in, and I recommend that. I mean, save some money, bring some food in. Uncrustables are fantastic, Lunchables are great. Snack bars, granola bars, things like that. You cannot bring anything in that has with glass bottles. You can't bring in alcohol. You can bring in soda pop, like cans. That's fine, but it's kind of heavy to carry around. But can't bring in a cooler, so you can't bring in a cooler of food, so it's got to fit in your backpack. So whatever's going to fit in your backpack, then you can go ahead and bring that food in. But I always recommend just bring some like little snacks like that for the little ones. Makes it a lot easier. Then you're not always just spending the money on that. This here is Flos V8 Cafe. It is really amazingly decorated. It's so fun, and they got some fun food. Only drawbacks are there's not a lot of seating. Some seating out here. There's some seating right over there. The best seating is in the back, but and it's always really crowded. The food they have here is more Americana, like a sit-down dinner. Got the cheeseburger, Ramon's Low and Slow Club, the Impossible Burger, and you got Flo's famous fried chicken and Cobb de Ville salad. I am going to show you right here in the back, which is my favorite place to eat. So you see there's a bunch of tables right there because these are in the sun, so people don't generally want to sit by them. It's right by the cars ride. You hear that sound over and over. But if you come all the way back, there are some tables that are in the shade. There's nice little tables over here in the shade. That makes it nice, and you get this amazing, gorgeous view. Flo's is fun. It's fantastic food. And just be aware, it seems to always be a little bit busy. There's always like a line of people coming in and grabbing food. And just be aware that a lot of the seating that you'll be sitting at is in the sunshine. Not a lot of shade seating, so yeah. And the staff's very friendly, but they are so busy here at Flo's that they're just cranking it out. They don't have time to do a lot of chit chat with everybody. They are just cranking out that food because it's busy. All right, now let me show you, another little one here, the Cozy Cone. This next area that I'm going to show you, really think of this as a kind of like a grab and go. You want a quick little bite, something fast, and then just get right back to having fun at Disneyland. This is the Cozy Cone Motel cones. Here's the Cozy Cone Motel right here. I'm gonna walk right back here. So a lot of these are just snacks and treats, except for the concoction one right there. So you got right here, you got popcorn. They're just gonna sell you popcorn. But right over here, you've got the concoctions. This is macaroni and cheese. Stop, reverse that, I gotta reverse. Concoctions, that one is the chimichanga, and then right over there, the con queso. That's the mac and cheese. They have mac and cheese with bacon. It's like in a cone, you can eat the cone, it's awesome. Of course, down there you got churros and ice cream, and then there's your con queso. Super fast. Pros, super fast food, easy to eat. Cons, there's very little seating. Like there's some seating right there, and then right back over here, there's a little bit more seating, but it's almost always taken. So the seating area is always gonna be taken. Just think that you're gonna grab like a cone of mac and cheese and you're just gonna eat it, and then you're gonna go on the rest of your day. It's not really like a full sit down serving. Hi, how are you? I've shown you some really good restaurants here in Disney California Adventure. Now I'm gonna show you what some of my very favorite ones. What I consider to be the best restaurants here, family-friendly restaurants here in Disney California Adventure. Let's do it. We are entering into San Francisco, and this has got some fantastic restaurants. Here's Ghirardelli's. This is just an ice cream parlor, and I don't even really like ice cream, but I love this place. Get a treat in there. I love going there with Amanda and Miles, just kind of smelling the chocolate. It's really fun. But right down here is we have some fantastic restaurants. There are 3 little restaurants in this area. We'll grab and goes. Lots of seating. That'd be the only downside here is that sometimes it's hard to find a seat. But there are 3 great restaurants. Let me show them to you. The Lucky Fortune Cookery. This is what they have here. They have the Carnage-inspired crispy chicken sandwich. They have the teriyaki chicken, the beef bulgogi burrito, the pot stickers, the beef burrito ramen, and the yaki udon. That is one of my very favorite meals that you can get here. The udon noodles. And the bulgogi burrito is also fantastic. I mean, this is just good, all of it. Anything there, it's gonna be good. But if that's like maybe a little, you're like, it's a little maybe too spicy for you, or has a little flair that you don't like, come over to Aunt Cass Cafe. This is the Aunt Cass Cafe, let's check it out. Okay, so here's the Aunt Cass Cafe. Now, they got the soba noodle salad. This is my #1 favorite one here, is the chilled soba noodle salad with shrimp. That's like amazing. Okay, you got your turkey pesto club, your California roll, these are all good. Then you got this here. This used to be a secret menu item, but now they let you come here and just order it. The creamy mac and cheese, it's in a giant bread bowl. Then they make the bread here fresh. It is awesome. That chilled soba noodles is fantastic. Now you can ask for it, you can get it without shrimp or without tofu or whatever you want. You can kind of mix and match your order. It's not a problem. But I have to say, on a hot day like today, getting the chilled soba noodles, it's fantastic. All right, there's one more restaurant. We gotta go right over behind me. It's called the Cocina Cucamanga. It's Mexican, and it is the most popular of the 3 restaurants here. You see lots of people already lining up for it. It's very popular. This is what everybody talks about, the queso burrito, I think it's burrito. That is the #1 you should get. There's the polo asado, the tacos, You got San Francisco style street corn, carne asada. People really like this restaurant, and I would recommend trying that one right there. It is amazing. I think the last time I went live on Instagram was here, and I was eating that taco live. It was like a year and a half ago or something like that. And there's a sauce to dip it in. I was doing it wrong, and people were like, "You're doing it all." I didn't know how to eat it properly. But if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can, Provost Park Pass. But that was a disaster. So all three of those restaurants are amazing. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. This used to be the Lucky Fortune Cookery, and this used to be over here where that was. But it's so popular that they switched the restaurants. They moved that one over here to this one over here because this one is just really popular. Only drawback of these restaurants, any one of them, the food's gonna be amazing, but there's very limited seating. I mean, there's lots of seats. But because there's 3 restaurants serving all those people, almost all the seats are taken. So sometimes you order the food, you're doing that walk around, where you're holding your tray and you're walking around looking, just eyeing for a spot. So you might be doing that. That's really the only drawback of those restaurants, but very good food. Very, very, very good food. So now I'm gonna take you down and show you another little quick grab and go item, and then I'll show you the perfect place to sit down and eat food here that's never crowded. So let's do that. Right, yeah, I'm entering into Paradise Pier here at California Adventure. This here, of course, is a launch for the credit coaster. I don't know if you know this, but right in the front on that track, they're spraying water. There goes the credit coaster. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, go. You see Dash running in water. So yeah, it counts 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but once it hits 1, then you go 1, 2, 3, and then you take off. Then there you see where they kind of simulate Dash running in the water. I love it. Now, let's go look for some more food. Wait, you wanna see it again? All right, here we go. Remember, count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3. And here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. We're here on Pixar Pier. I'm gonna go show you a little grab and go item you can do real fast. So right behind me is the poultry place. It's a little quick grab and go. To be honest with you, I've never eaten there, so I don't know. That's not what I was gonna show you. I'm gonna walk down here and show you my favorite one. Right here, I love it. Angry Dogs. You can get 2 different types of hot dogs here. You get the angry dog, or you get the slightly annoyed hot dog. The slightly annoyed hot dog is just a normal hot dog. It's not that angry, but you can come here and grab a little grab and go. And then they also have, like, right off the side, they have little tables that you can stand and eat your hot dogs. And people stand right there and eat your hot dogs. For kids, sometimes it's a really good place to go to grab some hot dogs and just kind of eat and go. If you want to go fast and not wait a long time or sit down at a restaurant, the Angry Dog is fantastic. All right, let's continue on. Let me show you the best here of the best. Okay, this is it, guys. This is like a secret, and I've shown this before, and people who are like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely correct. It's called Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. The food here is really good, and for whatever reason, it's never crowded. I'm not sure why. So let's just walk in here. Yeah, this is typical. And the pizza and the pasta here is excellent. They'll make your different pizzas. They have salads down there. They'll make your salads for you. They got different pasta things here. And the one that I would tell you that you really need to try is this one right here. This 4-cheese roasted garlic chicken is fantastic. I mean, I cannot go enough about how amazing this is. This is like one of my favorite meals that you can get. That's the 4-cheese roasted garlic chicken. It's rarely crowded here, which I love. And also, by the way, remember I talked about Uncrustables? You can stock up on some Uncrustables here if you need to, if like your kids have eaten them all or you've eaten them all. But it's rarely crowded here. And then another reason I like this so much is because there's a ton, when I say a ton, I mean a ton of seating outside. Let me go outside and show you the seating. Here we go. This is the seating area, and there's lots of seats. And it is awesome. It is fantastic. Plenty of seating. They've got shaded seating with fans. I can't recommend this one enough. This is the #1 place to go when you're here at Disney California Adventure. If you want to have a sit down, it's like you're having like a nicer restaurant, but it's faster, it's awesome, and there's tons of seating here. You sit down in a shaded area, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit down over here at this little shaded table with a fan above me. So I need to talk to you. I am talking to you, and yes, I am talking to you. This message is in particular for people who maybe lost a loved one. I know there's people out there who are grieving. you've lost a brother or a sister or a mom or dad, or the unthinkable, maybe you've lost a child. If you are in that situation and you're going through grief, I want you to know that I think you are amazing. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And grief is so crazy because sometimes, like, you can look at a picture of that person who's no longer with you, and you look at it and you'll just start laughing, and the next day you look at the same picture and you burst into tears and you cry. All I can say to this is my personal philosophy and the way that I had dealt with grief is I try to live my life in a way that makes sure that the person who's passed, that they would be happy with me. And I take more risks. I'm not afraid of failure as much anymore. I try to have as much fun and try to enjoy my life as much as possible, because I think that's what they would want you to do. And so, and if you are in that situation, my heart is with yours, and it's difficult, but you just go through a day at a time. Okay, let's continue on. Let me show you one more restaurant here in Disney California Adventure. I think it's at least worth mentioning. This next restaurant is absolutely amazing, but I'm not going to lump it into family restaurants because it's not really a family restaurant. This is a more nice sit down, take your time, relax, enjoy the food. Like, it might be kind of a little bit hard with little ones, but the food here is fantastic, so I just wanted to show it to you. Right here is the Golden Vine Winery. You go right up here is a fantastic restaurant. It's right across the street from like San Francisco, but lots of seating, excellent, excellent food. A little more pricey. Sit down, take your time type of eat meal. Just be aware of that. But if you have that time, that's what you want to do, that's an excellent place to go. Now, I hope you like these types of videos. I was just trying to, somebody the other day was just asking about like different food options. I was like, I don't really know the best food options, but I'll give you my opinion on that. So I created this little list, I think, of the best options for food here in Disney California Adventure. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you're really feeling generous, hit that subscribe button. And if you want me to do a part 2 of the best family restaurants in Disneyland, then type in food part 2, food part 2. If I get 150 comments that say food part 2, then I will do another video showcasing this type of restaurants in Disneyland. And if you are thinking about coming down to Disneyland right now, there's an insane special going on. It's the cheapest I've ever seen tickets for Disneyland in the summertime. You can almost get almost half off tickets. So here's what you can do. Call 1-855-GETAWAY, and when they answer, tell them PROVOST Park Pass sent you, and you'll be able to get tickets for the summer. The tickets are good from now until September 26th. You have to buy a minimum of 3 days though, just be aware of that. You do it for adults and for kids, and you don't have to use them in a row, so you can use them one at a time or use them all 3 in a row. But the tickets are so low priced. Disney's never put their tickets on sale for summer, ever. And also it goes all the way into Halloween time, because Halloween starts what, end of August? So these tickets expire at the end of September. So you can do Pixar Fest, you can do Oogie Boogie Bash stuff. Yeah, the lowest prices. So if you're thinking of coming to Disneyland between now and September 26th of 2024, don't let this deal pass by you. And also, when you call the Getaway today, ask them, say which hotels have free nights. Because there's a bunch of hotels that have free nights. You have to ask for them. Okay. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Food, glorious food. What food do you want in Disney California Adventure? Do. I try to show you all the good ones, the ones that are great for families. But that last one, the Boardwalk pizza and pasta, really, guys, that is the best place to go. The food is amazing and it's never crowded. And to our Patreons, I love you guys. Thank you.